Joyful Adventure Audits, come join the ride. Joyful Adventure.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. Now, if you're a regular viewer, you'll know we cover Birmingham's lost and closed pubs. We've got hundreds of those videos for you to check out. We do walking tours highlighting the city's history. And yes, we've been documenting this bin strike crisis since it started. Well, here we are in October 2025, 7 months in, and it's time for another update. Today we're taking a completely random look around Birmingham, Highgate, Aston, Newtown, Sparkbrook, and other areas to see how things stand. And I'm asking you the question, has Birmingham fallen? Right, what we're seeing today is genuinely shocking. Black bags piled high on the pavements. Fridges and freezers just dumped on street corners. Mattresses propped against walls. Green waste spilling everywhere. Bedding left to rot in the rain. This is Birmingham, October 2025. This is England's second city, not a third world country. Now here's what's fascinating and deeply concerning. Some roads are absolutely spotless. Clean. Well kept. Not a scrap of rubbish in sight. But turn the corner. It's a complete tip. The contrast is staggering. What's causing this divide? Is it community pride? Is it postcode lottery? Or is something else going on? Let me be clear about something. Waste collections are still happening in many areas. The council is trying to keep services running. So what we're looking at here isn't just missed collections. A lot of this, I would guess, is fly tipping. People illegally dumping their waste because they can't be bothered to dispose of it properly. But the question is, why now? Why has this exploded during the bin strike? So let's talk about the strike itself. The Birmingham bin strike began on March 11, 2025, and we're now 7 months in with no end in sight. The refuse workers, represented by Unite the Union, are fighting against pay cuts of up to £8,000 per year. Think about that, £8,000 less in your pocket. Would you accept that? The workers have voted overwhelmingly to continue strike action. 97% voted yes on a 75% turnout back in June. And in September, they voted to extend the strike past Christmas and potentially into spring 2026. This could go on for another 6 months or more. Birmingham City Council is in a financial crisis. They declared bankruptcy and had to make budget cuts of £300 million over 2 years. They're only providing services required by law. The council says only 17 workers would face pay cuts. Unite says it's 150 to 170 members. Someone's not telling the whole story here. But here's the kicker, the cost of this dispute is astronomical. By July, the council had already spent £6.5 million on agency workers, plus another £1.3 million on contractors. That's nearly £8 million just to bring in replacement workers, and we're now in October, so those costs have kept climbing. Add in the lost £4.4 million from suspending the green waste service. Policing costs of at least £840,000. The total bill is forecast at over £10 million. Think about that, the financial damage from this strike might actually cost more than just paying the workers fairly in the first place. Now let's talk about who's really suffering here. It's not the council executives. It's not the politicians in their clean suburban streets. The poorer, inner-city areas are hit hardest. Places like Highgate, Aston, Sparkbrook, densely populated communities where people don't have cars to drive their rubbish to the tip. These areas are drowning in waste while wealthier suburbs remain relatively clean. That's not a coincidence. That's inequality playing out in real time. Health implications? They're mounting. Over 17,000 tons of rubbish has accumulated across the city since March. Rats, vermin, flies, they're having a field day. The smell in some areas is unbearable. Children playing near mountains of rotting waste. Elderly residents unable to navigate pavements blocked by bin bags. This is a public health crisis waiting to explode. But here's where it gets complicated. Yes, the strike has caused missed collections. But what we're seeing goes beyond that. This is industrial-scale fly tipping in some areas. People are using the strike as cover to dump whatever they want, wherever they want. Mattresses, sofas, construction waste, garden waste, you name it, it's out there. Has community pride died? I don't think it's that simple. I think people are frustrated, exhausted, and some are taking advantage of the chaos. When you see your neighbor's rubbish piling up for weeks, it becomes easier to justify dumping your own. Standards slip. The broken windows theory in action. But you know what? In some communities, residents have organized their own cleanups. They're taking pride in their streets despite the strike. They're refusing to let their neighborhoods become dumping grounds. So no, community pride hasn't died everywhere. It's just under immense strain. So, has Birmingham fallen? I'll let you decide. What I can tell you is this: Birmingham has a proud history. This was the workshop of the world. The birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. Home to over 1 million people. And right now, parts of it look abandoned. This strike needs to end. The workers deserve fair pay. The residents deserve clean streets. The city deserves better than this endless standoff. Both sides need to come back to the table and sort this out before we hit a full year of disruption. I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you in Birmingham? What's your area like? Have you seen improvements, or is it getting worse? Do you support the workers? Do you blame the council? Let's have a proper discussion about this, because ignoring it won't make it go away. Don't forget to check out our hundreds of videos on Birmingham's lost pubs and our walking tours around the city. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of your communities, Birmingham. They need you now more than ever.
Mattresses lie where dreams once fell. Reflectors on the stories to the trash smell. The streets wear chaos like a heavy coat. A city's rhythm caught in a choked up throat. Council says it's numbered. Workers say it's pride. Who's the villain in this mess when both are taking sides? Who wins when the streets are crying? Who wins when the bins keep lying? Spotless corners meet the tipping point. The city splits, the chaos joins. Over a pile of blame. Old men curse, they've seen this game. Some streets shine like nothing's wrong. Others sing a landfill song. The council stacks its agency gold. The workers stand defiant bold. But the streets don't care, they only shout, clean me up or throw me out. Who wins when the streets are crying? Who wins when the bins keep lying? Meet the tipping point. The city split, the chaos join. The chaos joins. The chaos joins. Bins on fire, smoke in the rain. Highgate drowning in trash again. Aston streets, they're calling my name, but the echoes fade, it's a losing game. Birmingham's falling, or so they say. 7 months gone, it's a price we pay. 10 million wasted on ghosts in the grind. The city's heartbeat is hard to find. Nechells whispers through the fly tip heaps. A secret buried where the stench runs deep. Agency men with their ticking clocks, counting cash while the streets unlock. Chaos rising day by day. Riding hopes won't blow away. Birmingham's falling, or so they say. 7 months gone, it's a price we pay. 10 million wasted on ghosts in the grind. The city's heartbeat is hard to find. Reality check, it's a bitter meal. The wheels stop turning, the wounds won't heal. But cities break, cities fight, cities stand. Birmingham story ain't written by hand. 7 months, the bins don't lie. Freezes leaning where dreams go to die. Mattresses bloom in the alleyway. Black bags stacked, night steals the day. This ain't a third world, but it sure ain't right. England's second city, drowning in blight. 10 million spent, yet no one pays dues. We're choking on the Birmingham blues. Children skip by the rubbish heap, past shadows where the rot runs deep. Council talks, but the stench just grows. Hope feels farther than anyone knows. And the crows, they circle low over a town the world won't show. This ain't a third world, but it sure ain't right. England's second city, drowning in blight. 10 million spent, yet no one pays due. We're choking on the Birmingham blues. Oh, the rain won't wash it, the sun just bakes. Dreams built on trash, how much can we take?